Here with Coach Hill of Blueprint Basketball,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And we're here at his fitness center during a South High workout. So really quickly, can you just tell me about like your inspiration for starting this and what has been the reception from the kids so far?
Yeah, no, my inspiration's been very simple. It's about just really changing the basketball culture. I think that there's been a lot of opportunity for people to do it. I think that there's been barriers as well, like COVID. I think COVID messed a lot of people up. But I think that where there's a problem, there can also be a solution. So my whole focus behind this is really just to get kids working together, to understand that there's people out here who really do care about their dreams and just inspiring them and pushing them and really working together as a community to make sure that these kids have access to whatever we have, whether it's knowledge, whether it's space, whatever tools and instruments we could provide. I want to provide those things. I started this, it's been about a year now, and it really just came from guys like I said, Tyshawn Jenkins, a lot of the guys that are doing stuff in the city, whether it's Tim Jones with One Vision Training, whether it's Diego over at MTN, whether it's whoever it is that's doing something in the city. Those are the guys that really inspired me too, because I feel like I'm one of the younger guys that can kind of join that clan of people and just bring some of the things that I know.
So I've noticed that you've been able to like incorporate like all the schools.
Yep.
And I see you're getting into the girls
Yes.
side as well.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of alludes to like your upbringing in the city and the connections you made. So like, could you tell everyone a little bit about like your background?
Yeah. Born and raised in the city, man. It's funny. I lived a little bit of everywhere. I came up in a time where, like I said, basketball was super intense when I was growing up. We had guys like Kevin Moretti. We had guys like Anthony Joyner. We had Gymnasium Ball, Brian Marvey. There's a million guys. Ramon, the Hortons, some of the legends in the city. There's a lot of basketball legends. Javier Mojica, who's still actively playing. I watched him. Nadia Tharp, obviously you got to put him in the conversation. Because I can go on and on. Mercury Fisk, I can go on and on about the names. And I think that I came in a time where guys really wanted it. I think these kids want it, but the level of want and what they're doing to get it is completely different. So I grew up where I wasn't one of the best guys. I mean, some of the guys I just named are some of the elite basketball players. And it just took really one person, which was Tyshawn, to really believe in me and get me to where I needed to go and just kind of give me some insight on what basketball really was. Give me insight on how to work, how to get better. And those are some of the things I really focus on. Everybody's messing with me simple because I'm about positivity. I rock with everybody. I don't care who your coach is. I don't care who. I just want to help you. If you allow me to help you, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you whatever information I have, whatever I know. And if it works for you, then it works. And if it doesn't, then by all means, I'm going to keep on learning. I'm going to keep on growing. And see me soon, I'll keep on teaching you more things. So it really just comes from just showing people love.
Good. So specifically, what do you classify it as?
Skill development. I think skill development and strength training. I think right now I've been able to really just focus on the gym simply because of the fact I have full access to it. Gyms are super hard to get in Worcester. I think that the city needs to do a better job at finding outlets for these guys to have basketball courts that they can use for training. So right now I'm focusing on strength and conditioning, but we're slowly pivoting into doing more on the ball stuff, on the court stuff, whether it's skills and drills and getting some shots up, whatever the case we're going to be doing, eventually transitioning into a league.
Okay. Now, what type of impact are you looking for this to have? I know you could probably see how they're doing with it physically in the first few weeks, but long term, what are you trying to accomplish with this program specifically for their season?
So for this program, and I told these guys a lot of times, is one of the things I'm really focused on is having these guys work together now. So many schools and so many guys are just doing so many other things, playing for different teams, playing different sports, and that's fine. Like I'm all about athletes doing what they need to do, but this close to the season, they need to be working together now, building that chemistry. Chemistry shouldn't happen, a month into the season. It should be happening 3 months before the season starts. Guys should be working out together, should be encouraging each other. These guys in here right now are the perfect example. They're all pushing each other, motivating each other. This same motivation is going to carry on to the court. And they're a month ahead of other teams. I want to just keep that going now. That's my whole thought process behind all this.
All right, last question. What is the future of Blueprint Basketball? How could people help you? What's your vision for like maybe a year from now or 5 years from now? Where are you trying to go with this?
Yeah, so I really, really want to get it so that we eventually have, one of my biggest dreams is having a league that's competitive. I think a little difference in the sense I do believe that there's an area for everybody to improve in. I think that there's guys that maybe are just starting. I can help them in one area. guys that are already elite. I think we could still help them. One of the things I want to do is I want to create a league where we have a Massachusetts-based team. We connect with guys out in Connecticut, connect with guys out in Rhode Island, and we pick different sites and we have games and we're in rotation. I think the problem right now that I'm seeing is that guys are only playing Massachusetts basketball. Massachusetts basketball is not going to get you where you need to be all the time. You need to travel around, see what's out there, see what the options are for you guys, and then just making it make sense so that you guys are never just comfortable. I think comfort is the biggest problem with a lot of these kids nowadays. They're just so comfortable and set in their ways that they're not going to get to that next stage unless they're really pushing themselves. So my vision is to eventually have a lot of training available for guys, having a league that's elite where you have to try out and make a team. We're not going to just take anybody. We're going to make sure that the guys that work the hardest and that really putting the time in the gym are rewarded with that. And we're going to get sponsorships for guys, get guys, even money for shoes, money for socks, money for some of the essentials that they need. I'm trying to just build a community of people to support all these kids. And that's my biggest focus.
All right. Coach Hill, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.